Americans, especially white Americans, it looks like this Afrikaner has a message for you. Come on over, let's see. It looks like she truly believes the reason that Americans are out of work is because of this. See that arrow? Yeah, read it. So guess what? She believes that any Afrikaner who says that they can't find a job in America is not telling the complete truth, because Americans are out of work because all they do is this. So therefore, Afrikaners need to come and take those jobs. Yeah, that's why she wants to come to America. See there? White Americans. You have Afrikaners coming to take your jobs. And guess what else? Well, I know you caught it. They're white. Because they think many Americans are good for nothing. Wow.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well and having a great day. In today's video, we are looking at what is happening in America, in the American job market, and why many people are becoming jobless, wages are becoming high, and also the rising cost of living. Recently, reports have raised questions about whether the economy is really doing well as people were told it will. We'll also look at some of the reactions from Americans who are feeling the pressure in their everyday lives. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts with us on the comment section after watching. For now, let's take a look at some of the clips.
So I'm hearing the next big thing on the internet right now is white people complaining that they can't get jobs because blacks are getting all the jobs. Mexicans went back home, millions of jobs are open, but blacks are still taking all the jobs, even without DEI. So I like to say, for my people, I apologize. We've been being greedy. You know, we should be trying to catch up to 400 years of lost labor, lost pay, stuff like that. We can't get reparations, so we're trying to we got shit to do. But I do apologize for my people, and in solidarity to y'all, I quit my Dollar Tree job. And I told my boss to give this job to a white person. Don't give this job to nobody else. I even made the kids quit. Hey, Terry. Hey, what I told you, that Pizza Hut shit is over. Yeah, you know what? Well, that's enough pizza. You've been eating shit all year. White people need a job. Good boy. Teresa, don't look at me like that. Red Lobster, that shit is done. White people need a job. All right? Okay. Y'all can have my shit too. I don't really need it.
Y'all remember on the Kings of Comedy when Cedric the Entertainer said to the white folks, if y'all go to the moon, we coming up there. Okay, so the white people done created a group on Facebook, a public group on Facebook called White and Proud. Tell me why the black Americans done went over there and took over them folk group. When I say black people is the most awesome people in the fucking world, y'all, the black folks that went over there, they done started a cookout. They giving themselves white names. They done started a Soul Train line. Somebody asked why are black people in here, and that's all it took. In 24 hours, the black folks went and took over the group. Now they done went and made another group. So we had to go start another group because these motherfuckers when came on here and took over. That's what we do. It's so funny. I was on Facebook about an hour just crying, reading those comments. Y'all go over there to Facebook Boulevard and go to the group White and Proud. It is hilarious, y'all. Black people, we rule.
For the time that I've been speaking, So many people have been flagging the life for the life to be taken down. Have I said anything bad about Latinos? I'm just speaking the obvious truth. Latinos don't like to work with black people. Latinos don't like to hire black people. I'm just saying the obvious truth. I'm just saying the obvious truth. Why are they reporting the life? As a matter of fact, if you're a Latino and you don't like what I'm saying, scroll on. I'm here to pass a message to African American men on how they can mobilize themselves to take over the construction industry labor force. So I will recap before I go. Black men in various cities, Miami, New York, start to come together in groups and register labor force companies. Then go to the big companies and get the contracts. You can either get the contracts through hourly pay or one contractual sum. Then if you are 10 of you in the group, you can get a contract, say, for $500,000 to do all the labor in the company. Then you can hire other...
Yeah, white people got duped. White people get duped all the time. And when I say white people, I mean white Americans. U.S. born white Americans specifically. Because, like, for instance, in this last election or whatever, you know, it kept being said that immigrants are coming over and taking your jobs. Immigrants are coming over and taking your jobs. And immediately, for some reason, U.S. born white Americans just focused on non-white immigrants, right? But when I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what? Why don't they ever think about white immigrants coming over and taking their jobs? Because that's exactly because that's honestly what's going on when you look at it. Because depending on what region in Europe, they come over and they actually gain better positions and better pay than white Americans. So while they were focusing on a certain other racial groups of immigrants, the real question is, what are the white immigrants doing when they come here? And that is, they are, quote unquote, taking white American jobs and getting paid a lot for it too. Okay? Along with the Asians. Okay? I was just thinking about that. Because here's the thing, and when you think about it, right, white integration, white assimilation, I should say, for immigrants is white immigrants is a lot easier. White immigrants assimilate easier into white America. Okay? Much easier than it used to be in times past. They do. Very, very easy. And so they can shift around easily, and many of them actually end up with basically beating out white Americans. And I think overall, I'm assuming that white America is okay with that, because they get to shift the blame. I guess they just may want to shift the blame to other people, but really it's white immigrants that are taking over white America. Okay? Yeah, that's what it is. But when you look at black immigrants, for instance, black immigrants, when they come over, it's not like, with white immigrants, it's an easy assimilation, much easier assimilation. Well, black immigrants in black America is different. Black immigrants, many times, they want to protect themselves against their viewpoint or their perception that they've gotten from black America. They don't see black America as their way to, quote unquote, success or whatever. So they'll create many times an enclave or something, and they don't want to assimilate right away. But then as they learn, years down the line, yeah. That's not going to work. And then they actually realize that Black Americans are very successful in the United States of America. They end up learning that years down the line. But it's not immediate. It's not immediate. So that's some of the differences in the immigration. But white America just does not seem to see where, and that is so odd, where white immigrants come over and kind of push them right on out of the way. I think they accept it because white immigrants assimilate into white America more versus Black immigrants. They accept it, and they end up working, and white immigrants end up working with white America versus. So that's just a thought. I'm just rambling.
From the clips we just watched, the main concern is that the American economy may be facing more pressure than some of the headlines numbers suggest. The focus is on the weak job growth, changes to early employment figures, wages that are not keeping up with the cost of living, and continued concern about inflation. Even when the unemployment rate appears to improve, that number always tell the whole story. Some people may stop looking for work, and therefore no longer be counted as part of the active labor force. We also heard concern about other workers who loses their job and may struggle to find another position at the same payout. There are claims about financial pressure on homeowners, banks, and businesses, showing that economic problem can affect different parts of the society at the same time. Now, the big question is whether these problems are temporary or whether they are signs of a deeper economic slowdown. And what about the promises that were made about improving the American economy by Trump? Do you think the current situation shows that those promises are not being delivered, or do you believe things will improve with time? I would really like to hear what you think. Please share your opinion and your thoughts in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And stay with us for more videos. Thank you.